Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Hummel. It's the Tier 6 German SPG. This one's located on the eastbourne of Airfield, and it's under the command of Chickens 1003 of the Arty clan. Now he's elected to have the top gun, which might not be the best Arty to play. The top gun, you only get 18 rounds in total, so you have to make the best use of them. With the stock gun, you not only get more accuracy, but you also get more shells to play with as well. And of course it loads faster, which makes it a much better fit. That's the same gun as on the Griller with the stock gun, but anyway, Chickens has gone with the top gun, so let's see what he can do with it. You can see that the top gun's a much longer barrel, so it accepts much higher pressures and can shoot over a much larger distance. Okay, he's looking for a target. Not found any yet. Super Chaffy's going for a quick look. Meanwhile, enemy have been spotted over the other side of the map. We've got a Super Chaffy hiding behind the rock. Now, it's a Tier 7 game with Tier 6 tanks in it. And there is a spot where he can get a shell between the gap between the rocks and hit a heavy tank. So, who's going to be the first to get hit? Okay, a couple of enemy tanks over the other side. A Firefly 5C and a Panther. Now, he decides not to shoot because he can't get fully dialed in. But this is one he can hit. Rounds out. Oh! Well, it went long, and, well, that might be down to the top gun. Actually, I'd say that because the stock gun is much more accurate. It's also got a better trajectory. Okay, he's reloading. Standard reload, 29.82 seconds. He's got 25.11. Rounds out. That's a kill. Yes, it does have a higher alpha, 600 alpha with the top gun, only 480 alpha with the stock, but he would have taken out that M56 with the standard round, I believe. He got it straight through the gun shield. Of course, the M56 doesn't have much in the way of armor, which makes it a fairly easy kill. There's the Super Chaffy, rounds out. Oh, lands this side of the rock instead of the other side. That's RNG. Okay, could actually hit that Super Chaffy, but it's a very dangerous shot. In the meantime, there are enemy tanks in sight down in the south, and he might want to spend some time on them. He's still going back to that Super Chaffy, and there are enemy tanks on the other side of the map. The Firefly 5C and the Panther both come out. Okay, he's finally spotted that. Okay, spotted another target, E25 this time. In fact, there's a Skoda T25 nearby, so if he hits this one, he might get damage on the Skoda as well. Rounds out. Well, it landed where the E25 was last seen, but there was no damage, no missing shell. I say no damage, actually, that's not correct. There could have been damage, but there was an explosion, so therefore it must have missed the E25 and possibly landed near it rather than on it. Rounds out. And that one went long. Okay, there's the Firefly 5C. He's a one-shot. we can land the shell near him, he'll expire. And we're almost loaded. There he is. Rounds out. And he's out the game. So that's second kill for Chickens. Well, there's one of the enemy Arty. They're actually near the cap area in the village. Rounds out. Lands a bit short. Yes, you can see the enemy Arty is attacking our Crusader, and the enemy Panther is moving about down below to try and find a spot where he can actually get a shot. And there's another shot. The enemy Arty are an FE304 and an SU8. It sounds to me like it's the FE304 that's actually in the village and shooting up at our guys. We might see the tracer again. There it is. He's a bit further back. In fact, both parties are in the same area. Okay, Skoda in sight. Dialing in, and he adjusts, but over adjusts there. And he's right up against the rock, and that's actually going to drop his range because the vehicle is actually kind of pointing downwards. The Arty actually, it decreases the range by pointing the nose of the vehicle at the ground. So you ought to be careful and don't rub up against the rock like that, because it might raise the rear of the vehicle and lower the range. Okay, 88 in sight. It's almost loaded. Go for the Challenger. Lines up and rounds out. Gets the kill. That's his third. Challenger was always a much better bet because, Jagdpanther took a big hit there. That was probably the SU8 on the enemy team. Yes, the Jagdpanther would have been a better, the Challenger would be the better hit because he's thinner armor and therefore the shell's more likely to do more damage. Okay, rounds out. That's a kill. He just got the Panther, but the enemy Arty now knows where we are as well and just fired around into these bushes. So now is the time to depart. But instead, Chickens is staying. And if he does that, that's a bit of a mistake because he will find the next Arty shell that hits him. And yes, that shell actually landed just behind him. So he's taking a big risk staying here because that Arty wants to get a shot on him. There's more shells coming in. He's lost sight of that that 88. There he is. Rounds out. That's a hit. But we do definitely have to move position. Otherwise, we are inviting an Arty round on top of us. And unfortunately, the Jagdpanther goes down. And it was the SU8 that killed him in the end. The other Arty on our team, by the way, is another M44, or rather a M44. And so that's good, actually, in a sense, because the FE304, although he's got a faster fire rate, he's got a slightly lower caliber, and of course, he can't give stun. Now, Chickens appears is interested in shotgunning the enemy. I wouldn't go up on top of the hill though. You can see the enemy Arty, the FE304, has moved forward. As we get close, you see that FE304 is going to proximity spot us. And at that point, the SU8 is going to come into play and he might be able to do some serious damage. And if he doesn't spot us, the super chappy just to the north, he might. We've been spotted. Wait for that SU-8. He'll start firing any second. Okay, switching round. It's going for the extra HE. Here comes the enemy. It's a Super Hellcat. He shotguns him at close range. Gets 711 hit points. Of course, the extra HE does have a higher alpha. It can do 730 alpha. And the Super Hellcat's coming after us. He did get one 90mm round into us. And it's the Super Hellcat who gets the kill. So maybe the intuition was correct to actually switch back to the HE rounds, the extra HE, so it could do higher damage to the Super Hellcat when he came in. There's the Super Hellcat. Now he did lose a lot of hit points, and we do have a numerical advantage at the moment. It's just the Super Hellcat and 2 Arty versus 2 mediums, 1 tank destroyer and 1 Arty now. And we're waiting for him to settle on one of his teammates so we can actually see what's going on. Oh, well, that's a 1 shot into the SU-8. So that's one of them gone. Okay, next is going to be the Super Hellcat. Now you should be looking ahead, Mr. SFB. Don't keep turning your turret towards your teammate. You need to be aiming it at where you expect the enemy to appear. Okay, it's just the SU-8, the SU-8, the FP304, and of course the Super Hellcat. And our Super Hellcat's now getting in the way. Makes me think he's a kind of bot, actually. And somebody is in the cap. That's probably the FP304 though. We did lose our M44. There's the FP304. 1 shot and the kill shot. Yep. So that leaves just the Super Hellcat now, and he's to the south of us. And the Strip has got his number. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Chickens 1003 of the Arty clan in the Hummel. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 11. And he got a win rate of 5,049, which is Super Unicum standard. Sadly, he didn't survive the battle because he used his W key a little prematurely, and that Super Hellcat found him. And although he did take away most of that guy's hit points, he did eventually end up out of the game. 2 shots, 2 90mm rounds. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in the game actually went to that FSV. We've seen these things are actually quite deadly. He got a Pascucci's medal and a high caliber, which means he killed both enemy Arty. We saw both kills. The amount of damage was 2,711 hit points. Second highest damage went to Chickens with 1,930, and the third highest went to the Super Hellcat that killed him with 1,864. When it came to kills, it was the FSV again. He got 5 kills, 1/3 of the enemy team, 1 short of a Top Gun. 4 kills went to Chickens, and 3 kills went to the Super Hellcat. And when it came to base XP, it's the FSV again with 1,272. And 1,027 went to Chickens, and they were the only two players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game, with the third place going to the 45TP, who managed 739 base and 3 kills in that game. He fired 13 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 2 penetrating shots, and 9 splash. Yes, he did do some serious damage, including to that Hellcat. That one definitely was a penetrating shot. Let's show him up. Where are you? There. Yes, 711 hit points off that one penetrating shot. It's a low roll, but it was a penetrating shot. And if we look for the other one, it was the Scorpion. Yes, he hit him on the gun shield. 447 hit points, 1 penetrating hit. I think, if I remember correctly, it was a stun round, which actually hit him rather than the other round. It was a low roll on the stun round. That was it. And if we go back to the details again, we can see he also got 9 splashes, 1,930, all of it, not all of it, 1,219 of it at more than 300 meters. So you can see the difference was that shot on the Super Hellcat at fairly close range. 2 hits received, both 90mm, and they both penetrated. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, 89 hit points of damage assistance, and 846 hit points of stun assist off 6 stuns. On a premium count, he actually made a profit of 40,464 credits, and he also made 2,310 experience points out of that one as well. It's really personal preference as to which howitzer is the better, but Super Unicums tend to say that the stock one is much better than the long gun. It's entirely up to you, because you will be able to shoot longer ranges with the top gun, but of course you'll get much more accurate shots, have far more ammo, faster reload, and also better trajectory with just generally all round. It's a better Arty with the stock gun. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.